So for this video, I'll be reflecting on my seniors quiz video. So overall, his video, he was talking about doing high pressure for football. So before he started on with the activity, he actually checked with the learners' well-being, asking them whether they are okay, whether they have any injuries, and also one unique thing that he did was to check whether they have cut their nails so that they won't hurt their other team and their other learners as well. And before the class started, he actually set some ground rules, such as where one person is talking, everyone should be listening to show some mutual respect. So from there, he actually explained the rules clearly and clarified with the learners' doubts. So when starting with the game 1 for shaping play, he actually modified the rules of 3v3 football, where he actually created the space where it is fit enough for 6 people to play a 3v3 football game. And then he explained the rules clearly by stating that there will be no slide tackling, and how he also implemented some modified rules where there's tackling when while maintaining possession in their own side of the ball, own side of the court. Sorry, they will actually earn 1 point. And however, when they tackling and also maintain possession in the opponent's side of the court, they will actually earn 2 points. So overall, during the first game, he did not really explain much other than explaining what to do for the game 1, but he just kept quiet and observed throughout the game to spot what the learners did good and bad, and also keep track of the scores. So after game 1, he gathered all the learners and asked the team the questions on their thoughts of the game and how they performed. So he even asked the purpose of why he implemented these modifications to the games for the students, and also elaborated why it was important to have these modifications, which would lead to them identifying that they will be learning the high press as their skill. So he did not really feed the learners the answers, and however, they guided them into finding out how the skill they were learning would benefit them in a real life game situation. So then they proceeded on to do the practice task, where he explained the coaching cues first by using simple abbreviations. So the abbreviation he used was AAA, which was approach, anticipate, and then attack. So for each abbreviation, he actually elaborated on why it was important. So for approach was when they started passing the ball, so that's where they have to rush and approach towards the person with the ball. However, he also did say that to not run too fast, as they might just pass through. So he explained by saying running towards the opponent, however keeping 1 arm's length. And then he even elaborated on for anticipation, where they have to decide what to do depending on what the person with the ball decides to do. And then that's where he implements attack, where they decide what to do and how they are going to stop the opponent from getting past through them. And so after explaining the coaching cues, he even recapped the coaching cues by asking them what the cues were and how they were important. So after explaining the rules, he grouped them into 2, where they were actually practicing the 3 cues. So he observed the learners and also provided positive feedback overall. And he did not, when he wants to give feedback to an individual, he does not stop during the drill. However, he'll just go over to the pair, which he has spotted some feedback, and then he provided them with feedback while others continued. So individually, he gave each learner's feedback to improve on their drills, and which will help them improve overall when they were performing the drill. So after a while, he even implemented progressions, which allowed learners to have a challenging attempt at the drill by allowing the defenders to come in and try to get the ball off from the person with the ball possession. And then this continued going on, and then after, he gathered the learners together and recapped on the coaching points before moving on to game 2. So for game 2, he actually removed the outer lanes so that they will have a bigger space for them to perform the skill that they have learned. So if the ball goes out of bounds, they are still able to continue on with the play unless the ball goes too far. So throughout the game, he even implemented freeze play, where he actually stops the whole game, and then he gave guiding questions on why the high press did not work initially, because at one point where the opponent was managed to pass through the defenders. So he had learners explain why it happened, and it actually helped them guide them towards the answer without Chris having to tell them what actually happened. And then throughout the game as well, he realized that one team was slightly stronger than the other, so he decided to switch up the teams so that they will be more balanced, and also split the players where it will be fair. He also had so after observing the whole game, he gathered back all the learners, and then to provide a debrief where he have the learners to repeat the 3 coaching cues again, and also have them explain why high press was important in football. In conclusion, I think it was a very good drill where the learners were having fun, as we heard in the video that they were laughing and they were actually enjoying the drills that they have learned and how they performed in the game. So I feel that it was his drills were quite straightforward. His cues that he implemented and explained was very clear and concise, which helped him overall to be a better coach. Yeah.